Okay, so here we are again for, is it episode 6, I believe now,
six.
isn't it?
No, six, yeah.
6, yes, of Lights Camera Quiz. So, once again, it's me, Mark Margesson, coming to you live from lovely London, along with...
Keith, coming to you live from Tokyo. Well, just outside Tokyo. But, oh man, Mark, have we had some technical difficulties today?
What is going on?
I don't
know.
First
of all, I usually have my big microphone here with the pop shield.
Yeah.
It broke this morning.
Yeah.
And I thought I had a replacement, so I went to my little tech area. Couldn't find the replacement part for it. Never mind. Then my laptop has just died. Brilliant. And
then we were going to try to do this on Meet, as we normally do.
So I've got another one, which won't work.
You couldn't log in.
But it's fine. We got there in the end.
Wouldn't let you download the app. But by the way, if you're watching this and something seems a little bit weird, the weird thing is I can hear Mark right now, but we can't actually see each other, which is a little bit strange. I'm just staring where I would normally see him.
Yeah,
but it's
I
just
can't see you either, Keith.
It's just a blank screen.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so despite all our technical issues we've had this morning, let's jump straight into another exciting game of Lights Camera Quiz.
Should we just jump in?
Should we just jump into
we've bored people
general
enough.
trivia?
All right, let's do it.
So, let's just jump into the first round as usual, which is general trivia. Okay, so this week's general trivia is based on, because as many of you probably know, yesterday was American Independence Day, July the 4th. So, party time over there. Today, by the way, Keith...
And also in England, unfortunately, I believe. So I heard.
The pubs reopened again, yes, yeah. But on a separate subject, today being the 5th of July is my brother's birthday, so happy birthday, bro. So the general trivia rounds are basically sort of Independence Day questions. Okay? Right. Okay, so let's just jump straight in. So, number 1. The film, born on the 4th of July in 1989, won a couple of Oscars. Is the one with Tom Cruise in, if you remember it. And he was actually nominated for an Oscar for that. Incredible. But it won Oscar for Best Director. But who was the director?
I think I've got that one. It's a strong start.
Strong start. Okay, now for, I hope this is an easy one, Keith. The movie Independence Day. Who plays the president in Independence Day? Because he does a great speech, doesn't he?
He does indeed, yeah.
Yeah. One of my favourite movie speeches of all time.
Oh yeah,
okay,
great.
Number 3. The movie Jaws was actually set on Independence Day weekend, because remember they have to close the beach, don't they? If you remember, and I
remember them closing the beach.
Yeah, saying that this is ridiculous. It's 4th of July. It's our busiest weekend. You can't close the beach. They closed the beach. So that was set on the 4th of July. However, which town was it set in? So where was it set? We know when it was set. Where was it set?
I'll be honest, I didn't know when it was set. I didn't remember it being.
No, it's not like the main part of the film, is it? But it is an aspect. Okay.
Well, I guess it makes sense, right? Because they're like, you can't close the beaches on Independence Day, man.
Yeah, because it's like they're expecting huge numbers, all the local businesses, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 4. In 2000, Mel Gibson starred in a film that was based in 1776 around the American War of Independence, but what was the film? Mel Gibson.
I'll just make a note of it on the pen and paper that I have with me.
No, okay.
Oh no, I've got pen and paper this time.
Considering the technical problems we've had so far today, I'll let you off the pen and paper.
Oh no,
okay.
I've got one. Trust me.
Okay. Well, I can't see it, can I? So. Okay, so the last question of general trivia is: which Die Hard movie is set on Independence Day weekend? Now, you must be able to do a bit of trial and error here, because there's the famous debate about are they this movie or not.
Yeah. So
you
by
can kind of
process of
eradicate
elimination.
a couple.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And there's one of them that is set on July 4th weekend. Which is it? You ready for the answer, Keith?
I am indeed.
Usually I can see your facial reaction, so I can kind of gauge which
yeah,
ones you got right or wrong.
Yeah.
Now I don't know, because you could be, for all I know, you could be literally Googling them right now.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't worry. It's a good idea, though.
I'm convinced then. Right, okay, so, answer time. That was a nice gentle start then, wasn't it, Keith?
Yeah, it was good.
Do you think that was a fairly good? So the answers
I feel like every time you do this, you kind of gonna sucker punch me with 1940s movies questions next or something.
Oh yeah, okay. You might not like what's next then. But okay, so for our 4th of July based general trivia, question 1 was: in 1989, the film Born on the 4th of July won an Oscar for Best Director. Who was the director, Keith?
It wasn't Oliver Stone, was it?
Incorrect. It was Oliver Stone. So
I see what you did there.
So you said it's not Oliver Stone, which is the opposite to the answer.
Yeah.
The answer is it is Oliver Stone. So don't know whether to give you a point on that one.
What? Yeah, no, it's definitely a point.
Because you said it's not. And it is.
No, it's definitely
Oliver
a point.
Stone.
Do you know what? This has been an ongoing conversation with my girlfriend the last little while, because linguistically, English and Japanese don't work like with yes and no. Because if you ask a question like, "It's not too late, is it?" In English, you would answer no, meaning no, it is not too late.
Whereas it's not too late.
Yeah. Whereas in English, in Japanese, you have to answer yes. As in, yes, you are correct, it is not too late.
Oh, so you're agreeing with them.
Yeah, so you're saying what you said is correct. Whereas in English, we don't actually address what they say.
Oh, so then that's interesting what you just said. You said, it's not Oliver Stone, is it? And the answer is, no, it's not Oliver... No, the answer is, yes, it's not Oliver Stone.
Yes,
no, which way round would that be?
Yes, no, so in Japan, it would be, yes, it's... No. Do you know what? No. Maybe let's just move on to the next one.
Wow.
What was question 2?
Okay. So number 2 was Independence Day. With, the president's fantastic speech. Who played the president?
And
say who it was, not who it's not.
Who it wasn't. Okay, well, it wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was Bill Pullman, I believe.
Bill Pullman, of course it was. Fantastic.
Off to a strong start. I'll just write it down on my bit of paper.
So, yeah. Okay, so number 3, Jaws, in 1975, was set on Independence Day weekend. However, where was it set?
Absolutely no idea. Real town? Like, that's going to help. I'm just going to guess.
Actually, I don't know. It's Amity Island.
Is it next to Amityville?
I would hope not, because you would not move to there, would you?
I mean, between all the horror stuff and the sharks.
They're like, here's Amityville, there's some bad stories about it. You go, but there's a lovely beach.
Yeah, I tell you what, property values, though, they'll be very affordable.
Rock bottom, yeah. Okay, so, number 4. Old Melvin Gibson was in a film in 2000 that was set during the American War of Independence of 1776. What was the film?
I'm sure I got this one as well. This is The Patriot, right?
It is The Patriot,
with good old Jason Isaacs in it.
And Heath Ledger as well, wasn't he?
Was he?
Okay, so the last one, number 5, is which Die Hard film is set on Independence Day weekend?
Okay, so definitely not the first one.
Okay, because that's at Christmas.
Yeah, definitely.
Or is it a Christmas movie? We don't know.
It is a Christmas movie.
Set at Christmas.
You know what? Funnily enough, I was watching some article or whatever recently, or reading an article And they said, like, this movie studio has confirmed it is a Christmas movie.
Oof.
But, so, definitely not the first one.
Tough one, isn't it?
Definitely not the second one, because the second one is also
second one because
Christmas, isn't it?
At Christmas.
In the airport.
It is at Christmas, that's right. Yeah.
So then there's... 3's the one with Samuel Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And the boats and the gold and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Boats and gold, yeah. Okay, so yeah, 3 is the one with Samuel L. Jackson, 4 is the one with Justin Long, and that's where it ended.
Yeah, and then there was number 5, which you may... I know you do your best to wipe this from your mind with old Jai Courtney. Who at that time, I swear, he was popping up in everything, and I don't know why, just don't like him.
Because he did Die Hard 5.
And some other rubbish.
So, have you figured it out then?
I don't know. 3?
Okay, I'll give you a clue. No, okay, it's not.
Okay,
no,
wait. I take back that answer. What's the clue?
Okay, well, the clue I was going to say is because can you remember when they've hacked into all the system and they play that really creepy video of the presidents saying, you know, your efforts are useless, you know, we will not falter, we will not fail.
Right, is that why they were using the presidents?
And a happy Independence Day to everyone.
Right, that makes
And then
sense.
they're saying it's chaos because it's Independence Day weekend. So the answer was Die Hard 4.
Right.
Okay, so do you want to go straight into round 2 then?
I do want to go straight into round 2.
Round 2 is, because we ended that last one on a Die Hard thing, the next one is a quotes round. And this is simply called, is it John McClane or Shirley MacLaine? D. So, this is called John McClane or Shirley MacLaine. The reason I thought you might get a bit stuck on this one is because a lot of Shirley MacLaine films were before, like, the 70s, Keith.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do this by the fact that I feel like I'm going to be able to get the John McClane ones. So therefore...
I was going to say, so I think it's a process of elimination, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so number 1, we're going to start off easy. This is going to sound weird because I'm going to do it in like just my voice, my accent. I'm not going to try and do an impression of it because it'll give it away. Okay. So, number 1 is come out to the coast, we'll get together, we'll have a few laughs. Did John McClane say that, or was it in a Shirley MacLaine film where she says it? Do you know that one?
I do know that one.
Okay,
I have
so
a very strong feeling I know that one.
Okay, number 2 is I've been jinked since the word go. In fact, my first kiss was in a cemetery.
All right, I'm pretty sure I got that one. Yeah. All right, we'll move on to the next one.
I've been jinked from the word go. My first kiss was in a cemetery. See, now you get a point for obviously if you get who it is, right? John McClane or Shirley MacLaine. But I think you get an extra point if you get the film.
Oh.
Which particular film it's from. Which Shirley MacLaine film and which Die Hard. Okay, so number 3 is don't worship me until I've earned it. Don't worship me until I've earned it.
Surely there's only one person that can be. Not only one person, but I just mean... Yeah, we'll get to it in answers.
Which one was and which film. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is I just wanted to help these people. I was pretty goddamn useless. I just wanted to help these people. I was pretty goddamn useless. What are your thoughts on that one? John or Shirley?
Are we not going to wait until we get to the answer round thing?
No, I'm wondering how you're because like I say, you were quite confident, but
I think
I
think I'm going to get how many questions were there? 5?
I think I've
got the 5 points. I don't think I'm going to be able to name the films.
Okay, I've got one more to go. So number 5 is
right.
Sober up, you dirty bastard, or I'll kill you.
That's a brilliant line.
Sober up, you dirty bastard, or I'll kill you.
Right.
McClane or MacLaine? Which one?
I think it's MacLaine.
And there's no half points for saying McClane. All right, let's go to the answers. Okay, so the answers to John McClane or Shirley MacLaine. All right, so I'm going to go in on the first one, which I imagine you'd have got, which is come out to the coast, we'll get together, we'll have a few laughs.
That's John McClane, right?
It is John McClane. Do you know which Die Hard film?
So definitely not one.
It is definitely one.
Is it definitely one?
It's one. It's the bit. Remember when he's in the air vent, the tunnel, and he pulls his lighter out, and he goes,
yes,
"Come out to the coast. We'll get together. We'll have a few laughs," and then shuts his lighter.
How could I fluff that one?
And then, actually, as he's calling, he goes, "Now I know what a TV dinner feels like." He's just full of them lines, isn't he? Okay, so that was John McClane, and it was from Die Hard 1. Quote number 2 was, "I've been jinxed from the word go. In fact, my first kiss was in a cemetery."
That's got to be Shirley MacLaine, because John McClane would never say anything like that.
No. Well, he does say about how he's very unfortunate, isn't he?
I guess
he often says that he's the reluctant hero, as they say.
I guess so, but I also can't imagine John McClane using the word jinxed.
No, there's a few times when he has said things like, you know, I would happily let someone else do it. Or in the second one, when the colonel guy says, you know, you're the wrong guy in the wrong place at the wrong time. And he just goes, story of my life. And you're like, he is, yeah. Or in 2, when he says, how can the same shit happen to the same guy twice?
See, that's how he would say something. He wouldn't say something like jinxed. Yeah.
But it was Shirley MacLaine. Do you have any idea which Shirley MacLaine film it was? You won't get it because it's 1960. It's The Apartment.
It's The Apartment. I was just about to say that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 3, don't worship me until I've earned it.
Again, that has to be Shirley MacLaine, because I feel like a bloke would never say that. It sounds really like the was it Marilyn Monroe or whatever, with the whole if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best or whatever. So it sounds very much like in that sort of vein. So it's got to be Shirley MacLaine.
It is Shirley MacLaine. Yes, you do get a point for that. But any idea which film?
The something.
It's Terms of Endearment.
Oh, I was hoping I could get a half point on the.
No, it was Terms of Endearment. She said it, which is she's very good in that film. It's very sad. You should watch it. Although, when the wives watched it, nothing. Doesn't shed a tear.
Oh,
stone cold. And there was a sequel to Terms of Endearment, by the way, that not many people know about, called The Evening Star. Anyway, so that was Shirley MacLaine. Number 4. I just wanted to help these people. I was pretty goddamn useless.
I'm going to say John McClane. It sounds like a very John McClane thing to say.
It is John McClane.
I just wanted to help these people. I was pretty goddamn useless. So it's definitely not going to be 1, because he didn't go there with that intention. And I feel like it's not going to be 2. I reckon it's going to be 4.
No, it was 2. So you got that wrong. It's the scene when, can you remember? Again, he didn't set out to go and save those people, but there is the scene when the plane's coming in and they've adjusted the altitude, like they've recalibrated it, so it's going to crash into the ground. And he runs out with the flames, doesn't he, trying to stop. And they're like, McClane, what are you doing? And he's like, I've got to warn him. No, pull up. Remember all that?
Yeah.
And then the plane crashes. And sadly, he thinks his wife could be on that plane as well. Yeah. So then he's sitting there, and one of the guys comes up to him and says, I know what you must be going through. And he's like, I just wanted to help these people. I guess I was pretty goddamn useless. That's probably like the one time John McClane failed. Anyway, number 5 was...
Do you know the old yippee-ki-yay mother fudger line was improvised, apparently?
Oh, really?
It was indeed.
Do you know where the origins of it kind of came from? You are right, it was made up, but can you remember in the first one when he's talking to Hans Gruber on the walkie-talkie, and he's saying, Hans Gruber's saying, oh, you're just trying to be like a cowboy, you know, who you trying to be? And he says, oh, I was always kind of partial to Roy Rogers. I always liked his shirts. And Roy Rogers, the theme tune was, then it would go, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yay, or whatever.
That's what it's a reference to?
So then that's when he went, yippee-ki-yay. Yeah. The Roy Rogers theme tune was, I can't remember it now, I can't think of it, but it'd be like yippee-yi-yay. And then he was like, yippee-ki-yay. So it was kind of a spin on that. Anyway, number 5. Shh. Do you know what it is? Sober up, you dirty bastard, or I'll kill you.
Yeah, so it's got to be Shirley MacLaine, just because I can't imagine John McClane saying that.
No, you're right. It's kind of not cool.
And it really does have that. It has that retro movie dialogue.
You're right.
It would sit nicely along with "Keep the change, you filthy animal." You know,
yes.
It's kind of like that.
Well, you're kind of right. It's Shirley MacLaine, but it's from the film. It's from the Clint Eastwood Western, actually. 2 Mules for Sister Sarah.
Oh, Western. What year was it made? I'll probably put you on the spot here. What decade was it?
Well, it was actually bang on 1970. So you always say you don't go further back than the 70s. This was 70. But it was a Clint Eastwood film and it's a Western. It's a bit of fun. But yes, that was Shirley MacLaine.
For the record, I don't have a hard rule of like no movies before the 70s. I'm just much more of a contemporary cinema kind of person.
You don't
Did you know that Bruce Willis apparently turned down the Patrick Swayze role in Ghost? Which I believe we were talking about last week.
Wow, we were talking about Ghost. Yeah. Really?
Yeah, apparently he turned it down. And I don't know why I know so many things of like, this actor was supposed to have played this character and all that kind of stuff. But
you love the people who didn't star in the film.
Yeah, for some reason I'm strangely knowledgeable about that. Also, he was considered, so it wasn't he turned it down, but he was in the running. He was considered for the Michael Biehn role in Terminator.
Oh, wow. Really? Oh, that would have been quite cool.
That would have been quite interesting, yeah. All right. Anyway, so this brings us round to what round?
Okay, so this brings us round to round 3, which is simply called What's My Name Again? What is my name again?
You know. You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
Now, as we all know, a lot of actors use stage names to simply not confuse themselves. For example, Keith, did you know what Katy Perry's real name is?
Oh, I do know this, and I think it's because you once told me this. Because, by the way, me and Mark geek out about really stupid stuff sometimes. It's
I usually leave you long, elaborate voice messages. Could I just interject there as well? For the people watching, I phoned Keith the other day. We were on the call, and he was like, oh, what have you been up to? And I was like, oh, I've been doing this. And I was like, Keith, hello? Hello? And I thought, oh, he's gone. And then you said, do you know what? Sorry, I'm so used to leaving me voice messages, I just assumed it was a voice message. I'm like, we've been on the phone for like half an hour, man.
Yeah, so for a second, I just forgot that I was like actually had to interact. I thought I was just listening passively.
And also, you've fallen asleep whilst I've been on the phone to you several times.
Yeah, I've done that.
I literally just hear you snore.
I've done that a lot of times, yeah.
It's embarrassing. But anyway, I did tell you about this, I think. But do you know what her name is? Katy Perry?
Yeah, so it was, I think, you know what it was? It's because we did the Sons and Daughters before.
Yes,
and,
that was in episode 1.
Kate Hudson was one of the people mentioned in that. And I believe that's Katy Perry's real name.
Her name's Kate Hudson, so she had to change it, obviously, because of the actress Kate Hudson. But anyway, so a lot of them will do that. And a lot of them, did you know, actually use their middle names as their stage name. So, for example, Bruce Willis, his name is Walter Willis, but Bruce is his middle name. Brad Pitt, Brad is his middle name. His name is actually William.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually William Pitt. And also, funny enough, when he was in the episode of Friends, they call him Will. His name's Will in Friends, so that's his real name. Reese Witherspoon, her name is Laura Reese Witherspoon, so she uses that. my mate Jude Law. His name is actually David Law, but it's David Jude Law. So
mate.
a lot of people do that.
Is he really your mate?
No, but so this round is I'm gonna list 6 celebrities, okay, and then I think what we'll do is we'll put them on the screen. Then what I'll do is I'll have jumbled up their real names. You just have to match the celebrity name to their real name. Crystal clear?
Is there... Yeah, hang on a second. Is there any chance you could send some of that through to my phone? Because I'm not going to be able to remember all the names.
No, I'm 99% sure you won't be able to read my handwriting, but it's okay because I scribbled it while I was in panic mode a little while ago.
Right.
Right.
So the top is their stage name, bottom is their real name.
Yes. Sorry, yes. Yeah.
No, yeah, that is some pretty atrocious handwriting.
So the first one is Michael Caine. Okay. Second is Judy Garland.
Right.
3 is Cary Grant. 4, Michael Keaton.
Okay.
5, Meg Ryan. And 6 is Whoopi Goldberg. Okay, so can you see them? So Michael Caine, Judy Garland, Cary Grant, Michael Keaton, Meg Ryan, and Whoopi Goldberg. Now, I'm going to list these, but of course not in the order, the correct order. So, okay, so here are the real names, match them up. Okay, so we have Margaret Hyra, Archibald Leach, Maurice Micklewhite, Francis Gumm, Karen Johnson, and Michael Douglas.
There's only one of these I know for a fact.
Okay, and Michael Douglas is the real name of someone else, like the Katy Perry, Kate Hudson thing.
That's the one that I know.
Oh, I thought that would be the one that would catch you out.
Right, yeah, no.
Okay, so they're up on the screen.
All
I'll
right.
just give you a second, and then we'll match them up. Okay, seconds up. Let's go. Okay, so here we are for the answers to Say My Name, Say My Name. Do you know what I was thinking as well, Keith?
What's that?
That I'd just like to tell the people watching here. When we do call, and I've got you on like my little headset, you have a very weird gift. Actually, you have 2 very strange gifts. One is that you always know which direction north is.
Yeah, that one
That's
weird.
weird.
That weirds people
when
out
we're
a lot of
together.
the time.
You literally know directions all the time. But remember, you said going underground is your weakness. That's your kryptonite.
I think the north. Now, even underground, I do quite well a lot of the time. I think it's very
Because
much.
whenever we've come out of a subway, you go, I'm thrown, my weakness.
Oh right, yeah, no, but I think it's a Canadian thing to always know where north is.
Yeah, probably is. But the other thing you can do is you can always hear what I'm doing. And
Yeah.
there's been a few times, maybe when I might be, I might be
Taking
a pee or something like this, or doing something, and you can always tell what I'm doing. But there's been a couple of times. One of them when I was about to say skinning an egg, but this de-shelling. I literally stood there going tap 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 on a boiled egg, and you went, "Are you taking the shell off an egg?" I was like, "How on earth can you know that?" Yeah. And then a couple of days ago, I was scrambling an egg, literally in a pan, just stirring it.
Yeah,
and you went, "Oh,
are you scrambling
what are you
eggs?
making?" And I went, "Have a guess." And you went, "Sounds like you're scrambling an egg." I was like, I'm literally stirring an egg. How can you tell? Every time. Every time.
Yeah.
I worry that you've got secret cameras in my house.
Yeah.
It's very weird how you can always tell what I'm doing. But anyway, let's go into the answers. So, can we have the lists back up on the screen again? Can you see them?
Well, I've got my screen off right now. I'm just looking at your terrible handwriting.
So, so we've got them up on the screen for everyone at home. So, see if we can match them up. So the first one, Michael Caine.
So Michael Caine is like, this is one of those people I knew it was a stage name. I don't know his real name. All right, thinking about his age. Maurice Micklewhite.
It is Maurice Micklewhite, yeah.
Yeah, I hate to be ageist, but I was just doing it, but I was like, which is the old... Although, I don't know, Archibald Leach. Anyway, I got that one right.
Okay, so the answer
points.
is Michael Caine and Maurice Micklewhite. The next one, Judy Garland.
Judy Garland.
I think we can safely say it's not Michael Douglas. It's her real name, but her real name is one of them.
Margaret Hyra?
No. Before you start listing them all and beg for half a point, the answer was Frances Gumm. Is her real name. Her stage name was Judy Garland.
Oh, you know what?
However,
I
her
thought
daughter,
Frances was
Liza
gonna be
Minnelli, that is her real name.
I thought Francis was going to be a guy.
No.
Well, excuse me.
It's unisex. But yes, her daughter, Liza Minnelli, that is her real name because her dad was Vincent Minnelli. So her name is Liza Minnelli, but her mother, Judy Garland, her real name was Frances Gumm. Okay, so number 3, Cary Grant.
Cary Grant.
Through elimination, you should be able to get this one.
Again, because also, like...
So it's not Maurice Micklewhite.
Yeah, and it's not Frances Gumm, which I may have guessed at. The Archibald one.
Archibald Leach, yes.
Yeah, Archibald
is his real
Leach.
name.
Again,
Cary Grant does
purely
sound
because
cooler
of
than Archibald Leach, isn't it?
when it was. Because, like, let's face it, you don't meet an Archibald who was born in the year 2000, do you?
No, I can't. No, that's true. That's true. Okay, so the next one, Michael Keaton.
Oh, that's the one that I know.
Fantastic Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Douglas.
Yes, his real name is Michael Douglas, but of course he had to change it.
Yeah, because obviously there was the other
because of the confusion.
Actor. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
although maybe
exactly.
he should have kept it and then just stolen a bunch of Michael Douglas's roles. Could have been a quick way.
Well, actually, did you know there's actually 2 Harrison Fords on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? One of them is the Harrison Ford we know. The other one is another Harrison Ford. So the Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, Blade Runner, etc., had to was called like Harrison Ford Jr. when he first started out.
Oh, really?
But then then he overshadowed the other one. Yeah, if you look it up, there's 2 Harrison Fords. So people have their picture taken with Harrison Ford on the Walk of Fame, but it's not that Harrison Ford.
Oh, interesting. It's kind of funny.
Fun fact. Okay, so the next one is Meg Ryan.
All right.
There's not many left, but Meg Ryan. So it's either Margaret Hyra
Margaret
or
is still a viable
Karen
option,
Johnson.
right? Margaret is still...
Yeah. Margaret Hyra or Karen Johnson.
Margaret Hyra. My second time going for that answer. It is, yes. Okay.
It is. Well done. Yes. Yeah. I mean, technically, the point should sort of dwindle because you've literally now you know what the last one is going to be. So surely you don't get a point for that. The idea is, I suppose, anyone watching at home should have matched them up anyway by now. So Margaret Hyra is actually Meg Ryan, which means
that
Whoopi Goldberg's real name is Karen Johnson.
Which is interesting because I'd never really questioned her name before because I just thought, like, who would make up a name like
why
Whoopi?
would you change it into that? But actually, the Goldberg came from because, of course, when she started out in acting, it was very tough for black women to get roles. So they decided that changing her name to Goldberg makes her sound like a wealthy Jewish name, which it is. So she changed it to Goldberg. So maybe that was the secret to her success.
Sense. Yeah. Because let's face it, having a Jewish last name back in the day, well, I say back in the day, but, you know, even the 80s and stuff would really help you in Hollywood. Hello? Mark, you were gone. Are you back? Hello? Okay, sorry, the line. Can you hear me? More technical difficulties. Also, other names which I've always found kind of amusing. Do you know what Joaquin Phoenix's real name is?
Okay, I'm assuming the Phoenix bit is going to be the same.
Yes, assume all you like.
Because obviously River Phoenix.
Right.
As well.
Right.
Joaquin Phoenix, do you know what? I'm going to guess that it's something ridiculous, like, you know, like Keanu Reeves, like Mountain or whatever. Is it something like that?
So, as far as I know, I could be wrong about this. If I am, write it in the comments below. His name is Joaquin Bottom.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Could be wrong.
Yeah, that is surprising. Yeah.
Another one completely.
Wow, that is surprising.
Another one completely not related to movies, but it's my favorite just name thing of all time. Is the CEO of the Food for the Poor charity or corporation, or whatever. His name is Robin Mahfood.
You've got to be joking.
No, I'm not. It's just-
Robin Mafood.
Robin Mafood is the name who's in charge of the organization which gives food to poor people.
I'm assuming he changed that though.
No, it's still Robin Mafood.
Oh my god.
It's amazing. It's an amazing name.
Because as you know, Keith, my beef is I often find it weird when people have two first names as their full name.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, you know,
You really
in
have
this
a-
country we have it a lot. Jack Daniels, I love it, but just the name's just so weird. Jennifer Lawrence, that's weird. John Wayne.
John
Lorraine
Wayne, do you know
Kelly,
John Wayne's-
Jamie Oliver.
Yeah. John Wayne, it's not his real name either, though. His real name is Marin?
Yes, yeah, Marion, yeah. Which doesn't sound like a cool tough guy, does it?
It was Marion Morrison.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Marion, though.
Yeah, I know,
weird,
exactly.
Isn't it?
It doesn't sound the same as John Wayne.
But John Wayne, I suppose Bruce Wayne as well, that's two first names, isn't it?
It is.
But then the ultimate one, which is two last names.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
There's not even a first name in
Just
there.
for the record,
but anyway,
all of you
that's
at
enough
home,
about names.
Mark really has a thing about this.
I didn't want to go on about it too much, but okay, let's go straight into the final round, round 4, which is cleverly titled Cruz, Cruz, or Cruise.
All right, so
Yep.
Cruz.
Okay.
What was the name of this one again?
Cruz, Cruise, or Cruise. Okay.
Is this about cruise ships and maybe pit
it's not.
crews in F1?
No, no, it's not. Although that would be a good round. I'd call it Speed 2 Cruise Control or Titanic. Which ship am I talking about?
Yeah.
But no, this is simply, I'm going to name 3 facts, okay? You just have to match the fact with the actor. So the actors are Tom Cruise, Terry Crews, or Penelope Cruz.
Well, okay, yeah. It's making
they
sense
all have,
now.
They all have the same surname, but it's spelt very differently. Okay, so I'm going to start with fact number 1 is this particular person has 5 children and is actually a very talented flute player. 5 children and is a talented flute player. Is that Cruz, Cruz, or Cruz? Tom Cruise, Terry Crews, or Penelope Cruz? Ready for number 2?
I am indeed.
Number 2 was this person studied ballet for 9 years before getting their first acting agent when they were 15 years old. So they spent 9 years studying ballet and then got an acting agent when they were just 15 years old. Cruz, Cruz, or Cruz? Was it Tom Cruise, Terry Crews, or Penelope Cruz? And the third fact. Hang on a second. And the third fact is this person was born in
Oh, right. Fact. It is
First
a fact.
fact.
Sorry, I've embarrassed myself. Carry on, Mark.
Okay, so the last fact is, I've embarrassed myself because I just did the first fact as well. So anyway, so the last fact, the third fact, is this person was born in 1962 and originally wanted to have a career in the Catholic Church. Born in 1962 and originally wanted a career in the Catholic Church. Cruz, Cruz, or Cruz? Tom Cruise, Terry Crews, or Penelope Cruz?
I think I can get all of those just by educated
big words.
guesses.
Okay, yeah. I tried to make it, not too difficult, but...
But I'm assuming, as usual, you started with the title, the pun, and basically worked backwards to get the questions.
Yes.
Right.
I was going to have a whole round on Tom Cruise, and then I thought, actually, Penelope Cruz is quite cool as well, and I thought, actually, but, Terry Crews, mainly because I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well, but... yeah, you caught me on that one. Okay, so let's go to the answers for Cruz, Cruz, or Cruz. This is another one of them ones, Keith, because if you get, say, the first one right, and then the second one, do you really get a point for the third one?
Yeah, because fairness.
I mean, the fair way to do it would be you tell me what you think the answers are. But we won't be that mean. Okay, let's just go straight in.
But that is the way we do things. Usually you
no,
say...
as in you match them up, on the screen, and you have to match them.
Oh, right.
But
well,
anyway.
I'm pretty sure I've got all these anyway.
Okay, so go on then. The first one: 5 children and is a talented flute player.
So that's got to be the very awesome Terry Crews, because
It is Terry Crews, yeah.
he is a very, very cool person, and also seems like an amazing father. Because I remember I saw this video. Have you ever seen the whole stuff? Like, for a while, he was very publicly, like, he was really big into building a PC, a gaming PC at home.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't know. Yeah. That guy, and also the flute part. I thought, out of all those people, it's got to be Terry Crews, because he does the most random stuff. He plays it a
lot. He plays it on a lot of interviews. He plays it in films. In fact, they say that when they're doing Brooklyn Nine-Nine, often he'll go away to his trailer and have a break and just play the flute for a couple of hours.
Right. Yeah. No, but also I knew he has a bunch of kids, because the reason why he got into the PC building thing was because he said that he felt like he was there was a distance growing between him and his son or something. And he was like, what is my son into?
Sweet.
And he was like, my son's into games. So he's like, together we're going to build the most awesome gaming PC. Very, very cool dude. Also, did you know, fantastic artist. Really good painter.
Yes, yeah.
That guy is
He does a couple of that in Brooklyn
cool.
Nine-Nine as well. Yeah. So, the second one was studied ballet for 9 years before getting their first acting agent at the age of 15.
So that's gotta be...
So now we've narrowed that down to Penelope Cruz or Tom
But
Cruise.
at the same time, though, like, even if we hadn't answered that first one, so Tom Cruise did not start appearing in films at the age of 15, and I can't imagine...
Not necessarily started appearing in films, but they got their first acting agent.
Oh, right. Okay, anyway,
At
but
15.
because of the ballet part, I'm going to say Penelope Cruz.
Yes, it was Penelope Cruz. Yes, is actually a very talented dancer. Which means the last one, which was born in 1962, which may have given it away. Born in 1962 and originally wanted to be to have a career in the Catholic Church, was Tom Cruise. Now
So
he's
I
got
would
Scientology.
have even if it I
Whatever.
was going to say, because of the Scientology thing, I would have said that even again, if you'd asked me that one first, I think I would have got it, because I would have like looked at them and thought like, who's the most religious out of those three, and it would be Tom Cruise.
Yes, yeah, apparently incredibly
Well, actually, I say
religious.
the most religious. Again, Terry Crews is very religious, and his wife is actually a gospel singer or something.
I was going to say, yes, his wife is a singer, and she's released gospel albums.
Yeah.
Very religious
So
family.
actually,
But
maybe
the
if
reason
that
I
one was
thought that
first-
might throw you.
Go on.
Well, the reason I thought it might throw you was that could be Penelope Cruz, because she is Mexican,
and they're
Mexicans
very
are
religious.
famously
They're very, Christian.
Catholic, yes. But Tom Cruise, up until in his 20s, he wanted to be a priest in the Catholic Church. He actually did his first couple of films, and even then, after things like The Outsiders, which was a huge film, he just said, Hollywood's not for me, I want to be in the priesthood. But money got in the way, and we now have Tom Cruise.
And his many, many running sequences.
Yes, and his incredible stunts.
Yeah, his
So
stunts
that was
are
the
off
end
the charts.
of Cruise, Cruise, or Cruise.
Yeah, so it's that time to say goodbye.
Okay, so that is the end of round 4 and the end of the quiz. I do have something to say, actually, Keith. I know you were talking about, encouraging people to comment and everything, which they should. I noticed. Can you remember last week you were talking about Beverly Hills Cop, and you referred to this the main character in that as Axel Murphy? I think you said. And I was like, no,
Axel Murphy,
it's
yeah, got it.
Axel Foley. And I was thinking, where did he get that from? Were you thinking of RoboCop? Because his name's Murphy in that. And I know how much you love that film.
Yeah,
but
Alex
also,
Murphy.
I then noticed that Alex Murphy, Alex is an anagram of Axel. So maybe you Axel Murphy.
Accidentally, maybe I accidentally said
Yes!
it.
So maybe because it's Alex Murphy became Axel Murphy.
Do you know what? It's very possible, because
It's very possible.
I am like slightly. As a kid, I was obsessed with RoboCop, so it's a very big part of my life.
Yes,
So it's
me
possible
too.
it was that. But
I just thought I'd mention it. But
Alright.
I only noticed it when I was watching it back, and I realised, I thought, where did you get Axel Murphy from?
Right, 'cause it does
Alex
seem
Murphy,
random,
maybe. So anyway, that brings us to the end. Hope you've had a lovely time. I am very hungry now, so I am going to go and poach some eggs, mainly because I don't like paying for them.
Jesus. All right.
But I am really gonna have something to eat.
because the time difference, it's getting a bit late, so I gotta, go to the shower and everything, and after that, maybe I could give you a call so you can bore me to sleep again. There you go.
I will do that, Keith.
Okay, thanks very much.
When we've cut, I'll phone you, and I can read from you. I can read from one of my books. I'm showing my books now to the camera. You can't see. But okay, Keith. Yes, we'll do that. Thank you for that.
Or maybe you could just tell me your wonderful Back to the Future theory again, because I'd love to hear that.
Yes, and I can list all the other names that I don't like as well.
Yeah. Okay, great.
And I can tell you all about what I've been doing in my garden. Brilliant. Okay, so we're all sorted for that. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had a wonderful time. And please do tell all your friends about it and tune in again next week for another epic game of Lights Camera Quiz.